Hello guys, let's begin with question number 15 of your textbook today. Now from the following transactions, prepare 3-columnar cash book of Mansi. Cash balance is given 10,000 and bank overdraft is given 5,000. So over here on September 1st, just a moment, yes, September 1st, to balance brought down, and over here also September 1st, by balance brought down. How much it is? It is 10,000 and 5,000 respectively. So it will be 10,000 over here and 5,000 over here. Then next, goods of rupees 5,000 purchased for cash from Keval at 10% trade discount and 2% cash discount. So 5,000 के goods हमने Keval से buy करे, correct? That is what they have given to us. So 5,000 में से if I say 10% का trade discount minus करूँ, so it will be 4,500 and 2% का cash discount is there. So 90 rupee it will be 4,410, correct? And we have paid the amount for cash is given, right? So over here on 2nd of the date, by purchase account, discount will be 90 and cash will be 4,410, completely alright, because we never considered trade discount at the time of writing it down, right? The next, 8,000 is received through NEFT and 1,900 cash received from Jyoti in full settlement of the account of 10,000. Now Jyoti was supposed to pay to us 10,000 but she has paid 8,000 through NEFT, यानी बैंक में पैसे आए, 1,900 उसने कैश में दिए और अकाउंट सेटल कर दिया, मीनिंग thereby 10,000 she was supposed to pay to us but she has paid 9,900 and she has settled the account, right? So my entry will be over here on 6th of the date, to Jyoti's account 100, 1,900 and 8,000. Chalo. Then next, salary of 500 paid to Vinod through NEFT and 100 paid by paid for rent by cash, and bank debited 3 for charges. Chalo, fine. 500, 103 is there. So over here on 10th of the date, by salary account 300, then 500 is there और 100 का हमने कैश से पेमेंट करा है. So my entry will be like this, 500 over here, by rent account 100 over here, and by NEFT charges account it will be 3 rupees over here, completely alright. Chalo, फिर goods of 3,000 sold to Kashmira Ben for cash, goods बेचे पैसे आए. So over here on 15th of the date, to sales account it will be how much? It will be 3,000. So over here it will be 3,000. Chalo. Then next, 500 withdrawn for office expenses and 350 withdrawn for personal use from the bank. 500 हमने बैंक withdraw करे office expense करने के लिए और 350 withdraw करे personal expense के लिए. And I have already explained this to you. हम office expense के लिए withdraw कराए, हमने अभी तक office expense किया नहीं है, right? So my entry would be like this. On which date it is? 20th date. बाय कैश अकाउंट, क्योंकि बैंक में से तो पैसे गए ही है पर कहाँ गए? ऑफिस में लेके आए, करेक्ट? 500. सो ओवर योर टू बैंक अकाउंट it will be contra ka C, 20th date, and then 350 we have also withdrawn but that is for personal purpose. So यहाँ पे हम लिखेंगे by drawings, it will be 350, completely alright. चलो फिर machine of 3,000 purchase, machine installation wages of rupees 250 paid. So on 25th of the date, by machine account it will be, एक तो मशीन के कितने थे? It will be 3,000 and 250 installation. So it will be 3,250 because we know the rule, asset buy करते टाइम installation के जो भी खर्चे हो we add it to the value of the asset. चलो फिर After keeping cash on hand 1000, the balance amount is deposited in the bank. Now what they have said, keep the cash balance at 1000 rupees in your hands. हाथ पे आप 1000 रुपये रखो, बाकी का सारा क्या करो, बैंक में जाके डिपॉजिट कर दो. डोंट कीप द कैश विथ यू, यू जस्ट कीप ओनली 1000 रुपीज ऑन योर हैंड्स, और बाकी का जो भी है वो सारा जाके कहाँ डिपॉजिट करो, बैंक में जाके डिपॉजिट करो, ऐसा वो लोग बोल रहे हैं हमें. सो इट विल बी समथिंग लाइक दिस ओवर हियर. सबसे पहले तो लेट्स डू द बैलेंसिंग थिंग. Here it will be 100, here it will be 14,900, so it will be 15,400. चलो नाउ 15,400 जो मेरे पास कैश है उसमें से मुझे ऐसा बोला गया है जस्ट कीप 1000 इन योर हैंड्स. ऐसा मुझे क्वेश्चन में बोला गया है कि जब आप यहाँ पे ऑन 30th डेट व्हेन यू राइट द बैलेंस बाय बैलेंस कैरी डाउन यू आर सपोज टू कीप ओनली 1000 इन योर हैंड्स. कि नहीं से अगर मैं मेरे हाथ में 1000 रुपये रख रही हूँ तो यहाँ पे मुझे कुछ बैलेंस तो मिलेगा ही, एंड दैट बैलेंस आई एम सपोज टू डिपोजिट वेयर इन माई बैंक अकाउंट. सो जस्ट डू इट. 15,400 माइनस 4410 माइनस 100 माइनस 3250 minus 1000, so you will get 6640 over here, and so this will be, इसको हम क्या करेंगे, डिपॉजिट करेंगे कहाँ पे, बैंक में. सो हियर आई विल बी राइटिंग डाउन बाय बैंक अकाउंट कॉन्ट्रा का C, एंड ओवर हियर ऑन 30th डेट to cash account contra ka C, it will be definitely 6640, correct? So no, here it will be 6,640 plus 8,000, that comes to 14,640. So it will be 14,640 over here, correct? Now 14,640 minus 5,500 minus everything that is given, you will get 8,287. that will be your closing balance, correct? So that will be written over here. To balance brought down, it will be 1,000 and 8,287. So this is how you are supposed to calculate the question when such thing is given, right? Now let's move ahead with next question, that is question number 16. Just a moment. Question number 16 it will be. Mostly it will be the last question of the textbook. Yes, it is. Question number 16. Record the following transactions. In two-columnar cash book of Shri Bhupinder for April 2016, right? So what they have given us, they have given us the transactions, and we are supposed to prepare two-columnar cash book, right? That is cash and bank column only. So in this thing, in this question, we are supposed to prepare only two-columnar cash book, right? That is cash and bank. Opening cash balance is 55,000 and bank balance is 5,50,000. So let's just do it in the books of Bhupinder, April 1st. So over here, question number 16. Debit, credit. Question number 16. Cash book in the books of Bhupinder. Date, receipts, receipt number LF, cash, bank, date, payments, voucher number LF, cash and bank. Right, now over here on April 1st, to balance brought down, it will be 55,000 over here and 5,50,000 over here. Correct. 55,000 in the cash column and 5,50,000 in the bank column as given in the question. Then next 5,500 is given in donation. मानी हमने 5,500 का डोनेशन दिया. कैश इज गोइंग आउट. सो थर्ड डेट April 3rd by donation account it will be 3,000. चलो then next, sorry 5,500, my mistake, 5,500. चलो then next 49,500 paid to Mahesh through NEFT for his receivables. NEFT charges is ₹5. Bank debited the amount. हमने महेश को पैसे दिए 49,500 और बैंक ने ₹5 के NEFT charges लगाए. So over here on third date itself by Mahesh account 49,500 and on the same date by NEFT charges account, how much it is? ₹3 I suppose. ₹5. Yes, ₹5. So ₹5. Then next, Darshan paid 66,000 through NEFT towards his debt. Bank credited the amount and Darshan paid NEFT charges. Are we making Darshan's books of accounts? The answer is no. So here, though Darshan has paid NEFT charges, we are not supposed to do anything about it, right? We are supposed to do only and only the entry for the 66,000 that we have received from Darshan. So on 5th date, to Darshan's account 5,500, then sorry 66,000, then next rent of 14,300 is paid by cash. So we paid the rent by cash. So on 6th date by rent account 14,300. Chalo then next, बैंक क्रेडिटेड 22,000 फॉर कमीशन. बैंक ने हमें पैसे दिए. क्रेडिटेड मानी हमारे बैंक में बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स में पैसे आए, हमारे बैंक अकाउंट में पैसे आए. सो 22,000 ऑन 8th डेट टू कमीशन अकाउंट 22,000. चलो देन नेक्स्ट, कैश परचेज ऑफ 2,75,000 अमाउंट पेड थ्रू RTGS एंड RTGS चार्जेस ₹30. हमने 2,75,000 का परचेज किया एंड वी पेड 30,000 एज RTGS चार्जेस, राइट. बैंक से परचेज किया है, रादर बैंक में से ये ट्रांजेक्शन हुआ, RTGS है. तो अगेन आई टोल्ड यू दिस इज नथिंग बट द डायरेक्ट बैंकिंग, नेट बैंकिंग. सो 2,75,000 उसके गए और RTGS चार्जेस भी हुए. सो ऑन 10th डेट बाय परचेज अकाउंट 2,75,000. 10th date itself by RTGS charges ₹30. Chalo then next, cash sales of 3,85,000 amount is received through RTGS. Again पैसे मिले 3,85,000. on which date it is? 12th date. So on 12th date to sales account 3,85,000. So 3,85,000. Chalo then next, 22,000 paid to Kalpana towards her receivables through NEFT and NEFT charges is ₹5. मानी हमने कल्पना को पे करे, राइट, 22,000 के. So on 13th date by Kalpana 22,000 and same date by NEFT charges. How much it was? ₹5. Yes, ₹5. चलो फिर कैश सेल्स ऑफ 44,000. so we have received the money. so on 20th date to sales account 44,000. चलो then next, cash purchase of 27,500. so we have paid the money by purchase account 27,500. then next, 49,500 sent for daughter's medical college fees and NEFT charges includes ₹5, right? So 49,500 हमने बैंक में से पे करे, but that is for withdrawals, right? हमने drawings करे हैं, उसके personal purpose है. So here it will be on 25th of the date. By drawings 49,505, that is inclusive of NEFT charges. We are supposed to write NEFT charges as well in this, right? Chalo, this concept we have already covered in the last sessions, right? फिर बैंक क्रेडिटेड 33,000 ऑफ डिविडेंड एंड लाइफ इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम पेड 11,000 थ्रू NEFT. अगेन 33,000 का डिविडेंड हमें मिला और 11,000 का लाइफ इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम हमने पे करा. सो माई एंट्री वुड बी ऑन 30th डेट टू डिविडेंड अकाउंट and over here on 30th date only by drawings account 11,000 and here it was how much? 33,000. So 33,000, that's all. Nothing else is left now. So let's just close down the balances. So here it will be 55,000 plus 44,000, that is 99,000 in cash का column, जिसमें से just deduct the things, that is 5,500, 14,300 and 27,500, that comes to 51,700. And over here 5,50,000 plus 66,000 plus 22,000 plus 3,85,000 plus 33,000 comes to 10,56,000. 10,56,000 में से deduct all those things, minus 49,500 minus 5 minus 2,75,000 minus 30 rupees minus 22,000 minus 5 rupees minus 49,505 minus 11,000 comes to 6,48,955. So here it will be 6,48,955 on 30th date by balance carried down on May 1st to balance brought down. It will be 51,700 and 6,48,955. So this is how you are supposed to calculate the sum. So we are done with the cash book part. In our coming session we'll be doing the petty cash book, that is a small simple topic which is left in this whole chapter. Thank you.